Welcome back to Flotsam. We spent our last episode learning again from scratch how this game works, and I think that we've got our little society kind of up and running. I don't really know how this solar still works, which makes me a little bit nervous because it is producing water, and I've got just enough water to last for a few days until I figure it out. We managed to scavenge some from a leaky water tower, which is good. We've also scavenged some canned food, and we've learned how to make seaweed salad. So food and water are okay for the time being, and now I need to figure out what some of my longer term goals should be. I think I might need to make more solar stills in order to keep my water production up. So we'll have to pay attention to that. I think that my storage capacity for water here, I'm not exactly sure. So this says, okay, I have 11 out of 20, so I can hold up to 20 water. I've got 11. But the rate, like this, I think over the course of a day, this filled up this meter halfway. And I'm not sure. I think maybe what this means is this thing is slowly collecting salt water. And once it has enough, it's going to instantly turn it into fresh water. Maybe that means it gets one every 2 days. That's not a very fast rate. It might mean I might need like 6 of these things. Maybe it wasn't working all day. Maybe this was only half a day. Still, I might need at least 3 of these in order to keep 3 people in water. So, but to do that, I'm going to need more wooden planks than I have. And to do that, I think I might need to start processing goods in this recycler. So I'm going to make this go forever. Ranith Cord told me at the end of the last episode that actually I could probably set a maximum. So they're not just doing this literally all day. So this, let's see here. So this turns plastic waste into floaters. This turns goods into plastic waste and dry wood. And so, okay, so this will start feeding into this, and it will also start feeding dry wood into this from a collection of things that I normally was only using to make beds. Goods, like so far, goods, the only thing I think I used goods for was to make these 3 beds. And so I don't mind processing all of those goods into these other more useful resources. Eventually, when I recruit more people, I'm going to need more beds again, and I'm going to need more goods again. But I'm betting that's a problem I can solve by traveling around and scavenging. I mean, we can salvage goods over here. Looks like we've already salvaged everything over here. So now I need to start figuring out. So slowly this is going to start processing all the dry wood that I get. It's going to start processing it into planks. Each time I have 5 planks, I'm going to build a new solar still. But I need to start figuring out what my next set of goals are here. So I've already built walkways. I know how that works. Research station. This is a thing that I probably need. So this, I'm betting that right now, the array of things that I can build is fairly slim. But if I build a research station, I'm betting that's going to give me some more options that I can unlock. And part of me is wondering, like, I don't know how quickly this is going to fill. I don't know if I need to really prioritize making sure that that I'm building up all the solar stills that I can, or if it would be better for me to build a research station first to get research going while at the same time while I'm working on those. Another thing that I could check out here is, are there any other water towers around? Like, oops, I didn't mean to move that. If there's any other water towers around, that would really give me a lot more space, sort of resource-wise, logistically, a lot more room to try and experiment. So there's a tower over here. I think this must be a scouting tower over here. What is this noise that I'm hearing? So I could start heading in that direction once we're done scavenging the goods we're scavenging. We can head in that direction. Got 4 goods left here. And what is this? Oh, this is a person loading crap into a bag. Okay, cool. We can start moving around and looking for more easy access water. But in the meantime, let's spend that resource on a research station. So let's build a research station right here. And one of my characters, I think, was specialized in research. Weren't they? No. Okay, no, nobody was. Never mind. I was wrong about that. So we'll have to figure out who does the researching. I actually am starting to wonder if I want another person so I can do more jobs at once and like get a bunch of research done, for instance. But each new person I add, I mean, I really, one nice thing about having so few people on my little, the atoll over here, is the fact that it's really easy for me to do the food and water math. Like, I know I've got 3 people. That means that I've got 2, and I assume that seaweed salad, it's icky, but I'm assuming that it feeds you the same number of times as regular food. So it's like I've got almost 7 days of food, and I've got almost 3 days of water. And that math is just really easy to do in my head because there's only 3 people in my community. If you get up to like having like 27 people in your community, the math gets weirder and it's just like harder to keep track of. And also the fact that they all eat at the same time every day, again, makes it really, really clear what's going on. Jedi Cytric says, "Hey, don't knock seaweed. It's nice if they dry it out." I'm not knocking it. This literally says quality : icky. Like, I'm not saying. I mean, I'm not a fan of eating seaweed, but I'm not saying that it's icky. I'm saying the game is saying that it's icky, and so I have to contend with the ickiness that is officially a part of the game. Okay, let's see. So wait, there was a there was a vote about the name of the boat. Is that what was going on, Coalition? Because yeah, I did name my town Ranithcord, but I can actually rename the. I didn't even know I could rename the boat. So you're saying that the name USS Ranithcord won the poll that you were running? I can do that. USS Ranithcord is now the name of the boat. I didn't know I could rename the boat. I can rename everything. Holy cow. Wow, so this is like the Jedi psych tricks. The boat with all the seaweed on it can be the Jedi psych tricks. And, the boat with the big sort of rotating machine with all the teeth on it. I mean, this could be the Cogs 242, right? Who else wants their name on something? Oh, hey, but we've got research. Let's look at our research panel. Look, there's so much stuff. Wait, how do I navigate this? Oh, with the left click. Okay, so I can make a rope crafter, which can make salvage boats, tool makers. So for getting that, chopping that wood, I get a fishing chair that'll get me more food. Is there anything that will get... Oh, wait. Desalinator. That will get... Oh, wait. So is that thing... Am I only getting... I don't know what's going on here. This seems like this is what I want. So what's the chopping block? What does the chopping block do? It chops dry wood into firewood, and it lets me make wooden walkways around buildings. So I'm not that interested in this, but I am interested in something called a desalinator, because most of my anxiety is around water. So the fishing chair also, as a long-term source of food that might taste better, that's my second priority probably. And now we've got somebody researching. Cool. I should check and see, like, how I set the maximum. Is it here? Is it... Q recipe? Oh, okay. Where do I set a maximum for, like, if I wanted to only make wood planks until we have 10 or something like that and then stop? Where would I do that? Okay, Coalition. I was actually thinking of assigning this to you, Coalition. So, Coalition. There we go. So that's La Coalition. Pajama Judah wants to be a drifter. Can I rename the drifters? Really? Like, I like Kevin Rubbish and Zora, but I could name. Yeah, it looks. I don't think I. Oh, there we go. No, I can rename. So I could like rename Zora Pajama. That's not how you say pajama. Pajama. Okay, so that's Pajama. Dingus Chief. Okay. Dingus definitely sounds like the name of a boat. Let's call the plastic recycler the dingus. And yeah, okay. And then the recycler, Scott, you're the recycler. There we go. Dingus Steve's like, Dingus the dinghy? Yes, exactly. That's what we're doing. Okay, how are we doing on the map here? Let's see. I think we're done with everything we were going to do around here. So let's start. Can I just start exploring? Oh, wait, I can't go between those things. I'm just going to start exploring in this direction. I'm skipping a chance to grab some seaweed and wood because I think it'll be more valuable for me to come over here, get seaweed and wood over here, but also push back the fog of war. So this game has actually reminded me a lot of several other games that I've played recently, like The Wandering Village, I think, is an example of this. And there was also like some kind of like helicopter-y town that you could... there we go. In some game that I played for just one session. There's a lot of like interesting ideas people are having for like mobile villages, basically, that are fascinating. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Oops, we'll do that later. Jedi Cytric says, whoever spent points to get this game on the stream, thank you. And yeah, it was Ranithcord. Ranithcord was the one who encouraged me to do this, because I streamed this 3.5 years ago, but there is a lot of good stuff in here. And he is, like, I remember a lot of the stuff that I'm doing, like traveling to these islands, exploring them, I don't remember how much of this was in the version of the game I played that long ago, but I feel like a lot has happened. Okay, so how long does it take me to make progress on the fishing chair? Is this progress? Oh wait, this is not the fishing chair. It's the chopping block. That's what I'm working on. It says it has a 2 next to it. Does that mean that... Oh, okay, this isn't... I'm not researching specific things. I'm building up a research value that I'm spending on things, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how research works. I can't tell how research works. It looks like I might have chopping block, though. Let's see. Do I have chopping block? Yes, I do have chopping block. It chops dry wood into firewood. Now, I'm not feeling like I need firewood yet. Nothing has asked me for firewood. Ooh, okay. I have 9 water now. I had 8 before, and now I have 9. This did produce fresh water. And I've got 5 planks. So I'm not going to build a chopping block right now. I'm going to build another solar still. So we're going to get 3 of these solar stills, and I think that means that'll provide for the needs of 3 drifters. Okay, yeah, so Ranithcord says that apparently I do build up research. Okay, knowledge is obtained by drifters gaining experience. You gain more knowledge. Oh, okay. So this research dealie, it's not... Okay, this was the thing I was worried about. This is a problem you have in a lot of games like this, where research is a resource you have to build up over time. And that means that basically, if you want to be progressing at the top right, somebody has to be 100% devoted to research all the time. Which, you know, if you've got like a large colony, like say you're playing Timberborn, you just got like dozens and dozens of beavers, yeah, you can have a few beavers doing research and that's their only job, and that makes total sense. In a game like this, though, where they're trying to keep the people really chunky, it's like there's like only a handful of them that you're managing, having somebody devoted full time to research or having to split their attention between research and other things, that could get very frustrating. It will take away like a really key pair of hands from every other job if they have to do it all the time. And if you decide not to have them do it all the time, then your progression feels like it's really slowed. So what they're doing here instead is passively your people are gaining knowledge all the time just by running around and doing stuff. And that knowledge, that's the constant building of progress. And then you do this sprint, this little like flurry of energy periodically to transform that knowledge into practical research. But like over here, like whoever it is that Kevin, or I think it's Pajama? Yeah, Pajama here, who is doing this research. She doesn't have to be doing this research all the time. Like this knowledge level isn't going to drop down to 0 and then, oh man, Pajama's got to start researching all the time to bring it back up. No, she's just spending that knowledge other people have accumulated in order to use it to make the desalinator. So that's cool. I like that. What do you bet the desalinator uses firewood? So I will need to build a chop shop before I build a desalinator, because the desalinator is going to be useless without it. I'm betting that's the case. So I'm going to actually... Let's see. I'm going to build a new plastic walkway out here because I want there to be room for the chop. I keep doing that. I right-click to get rid of tools, not hit escape. I think there's another... I think that actually Project Zomboid, I need to hit escape to make things like that go away. And so that's why I'm making that mistake. That's a really cool way to make research work in a game like this. I really like that. So, okay, let's speed time up because this is going to be a shorter episode than the last episode because I just don't have much time. I've got a meeting in 13 minutes. But I'm glad we discovered how research works. I feel like that's sort of the point of this episode, is learning how research works, unlocking some stuff, and sort of seeing how we're going to be progressing the USS Ranithcord over the next little while. Okay, so they just had a drink of water. They've got 2 days of water left. Food is also a little bit scarce. Let's see how we're doing with these islands. Okay, we've still got lots of stuff to scavenge. Who is my primary scavenger? Wasn't that Kevin? What's Kevin doing? Okay, so Kevin is doing that job, apparently. He's just doing it slow. But, I mean, I'm glad that Pajama is working on... is doing research. That's what Pajama should be doing. What's Rubbish doing? Rubbish is crafting. Okay, good. Yeah, so Rubbish is oh, yeah, Rubbish is giving us our wooden planks, which is good because I think we just got enough wooden planks to lay down another. Did we not? No. Wait, why is it saying we got 6 wooden planks? Oh, they haven't brought the wooden planks over to this yet. They've been assigned but not moved. Okay, so, actually, Rubbish, I think we need to mess with your priorities, Rubbish, because now it's time to construct something, and nobody has prioritized constructing. So, Rubbish... Oh, Kevin has prioritized constructing as long as there's no scavenging out there to do. So, let's do this. So, Rubbish, actually go and construct stuff, because I think Kevin is going to be busy scavenging more things. So, Rubbish, you build this thing, because we want to get this thing started. This thing works passively. So, the earlier we build it, the more useful it's going to be. And now you can see, yeah, so she's brought over a bunch of these planks. Oh, hey, we just got some new planks. Cool, we're making progress. Hammer away. Hikari Kishi says that job board interface reminds me of 2-point games. Yeah, I think sort of the brightness and colorfulness of it does look like 2-point games. It reminds me a lot of RimWorld, which is where I first learned to use an interface like this. I'm assuming somebody before RimWorld probably came up with this. I'm not sure who it was. But yeah, this has become sort of a staple of Colony Sims. And so it's nice because, you know, you can bump from Colony Sim to Colony Sim and know exactly what's going on. And, wait, we can build a desalinator. Okay, hold on. Let's pause this. Okay, I'm going to stick a desalinator over... Where does it go? Where do I want to stick it? I'm going to stick it right there. So let's build a desalinator. Let's speed things up. I'll build it, and we'll have a look at it when it's done. When it's done, I'm betting it'll tell us that we need the chop shop before it can do anything. But we'll see. We'll see if that's true. Pajama says, if I recall correctly, RimWorld might have been first to develop that interface. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they were. I just always assume that if I think something is first, probably there was something before it that was more obscure that I didn't know about. That's just a rule of thumb that I've picked up after lots and lots of being wrong over time. But I guess I should pick more research. So after the desalinator, I think I do want the fishing chair, because getting good yummy food is probably needs to be a high priority for us. Because once we get on top of our water needs, which we have not done yet, but are hopefully getting close to, that's going to be, again, our next priority. Because we can keep scavenging seaweed, but I'm going to have a morale problem Oh, hey, we've got somebody who's leveled up. Who's leveled up? Kevin has leveled up. Kevin, he can get better at athletics. You know, we're about to start fishing. Let's give him fishing. And then rubbish. Let's raise her research. Okay. And then has somebody else leveled up too? It looks like no. All right, cool. Okay, so we've got this. How does it work? It needs firewood. Okay, yeah. So this is going to probably make me more water faster, but at the cost of wood. So that's nice. It's clever. So we can chop dry wood into firewood. That means we're going to need to start collecting way more dry wood, which means we're probably going to want to have a tool manufacturing thing. All right, so let's build the chop shop, a chopping block, sorry. Okay, you can't use the word chop in two different things. I'm sorry. We've got a chopping block and a chop shop. That's a little much. And then let's definitely go out and get some more... jiggly. Let's go out and get some more wood and some more seaweed. There we go. They're all kind of out on the edges. So let's... Yeah, we'll get wood over there. We'll get wood over here. We're just going to grab all of the wood. I don't know if we've got room to contain all of this wood. Possibly not. We got a day 7 report. We're negative on everything. Okay, hold on. That's a problem. But we're going to collect some wood. Once everybody's done being asleep, we're going to collect some wood. We're going to start chopping it. We're going to start desalinating water faster. And then we also, at some point, at some priority level, are going to collect more seaweed, which we can make into food. This is like, I can feel the plates spinning. You know, like I'm just trying to keep all these plates in the air. Oh, Hikari Kishi is like, wait a minute, how come I don't have a drifter named after me? Oh, that is a very, very good point. Hikari Kishi obviously should have a drifter. So yeah, so Kevin is now Hikari Kishi. Let's see here. Hikari Kishi says, this is like watching somebody play Raft or Stranded Deep from a different perspective. So wait, does Stranded Deep have like on-the-water construction eventually? Because I've only played a little bit of Stranded Deep. This definitely has a Raft vibe, though. And early on, I also compared this to, like, Frostpunk, if just everything melted. Okay, it looks like... What's everybody doing? Okay, it looks like... Did I see some splashes out here? No, that's just the whale. Okay, we are constructing... We're constructing the chopping block. We'll start making firewood, but we don't have any dry wood anymore because we're constantly making planks. Probably. So I think I need to turn off the auto queue. Let's make 2 more planks so we can make 1 more of these automatic desalinator things. The stills. And then, okay, we've got a bunch of dry wood that has just come in. Okay, that's good. But now we can make firewood out of it at the chopping block. And should I be drying more wood? I mean, that's just a passive thing, right? So it shouldn't cost me that much to make more wood drying happen. I've only got 4 floats left. I might want to build a wooden walkway to make some more space. Oops. Oh, I don't know. This is confusing. I don't know what I want to do. I guess actually I could put another wood dryer over here. Like managing the space on this. The fact that basically you have to build a resource of these floats in order to like build larger real estate, and it's kind of a precious resource, and you don't want to just build a absolutely wild number of these walkways all over the place, because that's going to be insane, impossible to keep up with. And so, yeah, so like you couldn't keep up with it logistically. But okay, so we've got this thing, chopping firewood. Whoops. And once somebody's actually working there, I assume the chopping block counts as crafting? I wonder if we need to have multiple people assigned to crafting now, or if I just need to, like, basically push pause on some of these other things. Yeah, we're not getting enough plastic waste here anyway. We're getting a bunch of dry wood from this. So recycling goods, that's going really well. We can make more floats later if we... Oh, we're going to need more floats. Okay, what I think I needed to do is... Everybody needs to craft. Everybody craft for a little while, okay? So we get people working in all these stations, because can I prioritize individual stations? Say, like, hey, if you're doing anything, you should be making firewood. I don't know that I can. I think they're just sort of... I have to basically push pause on things if I want them to be taken out of the running. So I've got 5 planks. Okay, so we are done. We're done with this. We're not using it anymore. The floaters, I feel like we're going to want... So I don't want to just shut it off. So, okay, but... Okay, yeah, let's... I'm wrong. Let's shut off the floaters. Let's make a couple more floaters, and then be done with that. And then, yes, we're chopping wood. We're chopping wood, we're chopping wood, we're chopping wood. And then once we're chopping wood, will we just load this up and have it operate passively? Oh, no, it looks like somebody has to actually desalinate the water. All right, Coalition is reminding me that I'm out of time, and he's absolutely right. Thank you. Hikari Kishi says, this is what Waterworld should have been. Yeah, so I actually was tempted to call this the Atoll, which is the name of the town at the beginning of Waterworld. Okay, our day 8 report is available. We actually mitigated the reduction of water. It wasn't -3, it was -2. That's pretty good. We're still eating, but we are out of delicious food. We're going to start eating icky food. These people are going to start being sad. And so that is a problem I'm going to need to solve next time. But I need to get out of here now because I do have someplace to be. Thank you all. Ranithcord, thank you for getting me to try this again. This has gotten more interesting. It makes me want to look back at my old video and see what the game was like before. But I don't have time for that right now because I gotta go. There's a subscribe button. Here's links to other videos. If I come back and play more Flotsam, that'll be there. And I think we'll need to be solving our delicious food problem when we do.